to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Badgers will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wolverines offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Bitonio. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Badgers offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last, looking for the end zone. Wolverine! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hold and fired complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He'll put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Still looking on the move. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll do it himself. There he goes. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstay.
There he goes! At the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Caught close to the marker, it's Whitaker. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance. But the
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived. And down he goes at the 30. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their years. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat. Out he goes again. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be trying to beat the DT. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Running to Green. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Whitaker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Another incompletion on third down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They'll give it to the back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. Back to pass. It's Bitonio. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They're going to run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Red pass, it's complete. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Looking for space. It's Jordan. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. I'm not trying to ISO a corner and get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing, it's supposed to go in the middle. Those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Big guy smells it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive. They're getting after this quarterback.
The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the run. Turning it on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And the Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you got to have that clock in your head, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you better get rid of the ball. You better see it and throw it. He does a bad job holding on to the football. The defense makes the sack and puts him in 3rd and long.
Quarterback keeps called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more speed.
Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own breaks into the open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes a man miss. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. They're going back to the ground. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Proctor. Throws to the wideout. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, I've I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bitonio. It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's Jordan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab in the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Proctor. The throw. It's complete to the left. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Smashes through the tackle. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They boot it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Batonio. Got his man quickly.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and short, the power run here. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
56, Wisconsin, 13.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got him. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been